I was really, really fortunate. Speaking of relatives, Eric Telford. I don't know if you remember me or not, but we're cousins. We did work at Medford, but we didn't know we were cut. Remember, I was talking about we worked at Medford for a short while. He had just gotten out of the academy, I think. When I went back in '97, we worked at Medford at the same time. One thing I will say, though, we were really, really fortunate that Charlie Henderson was the colonel when it took place. We had a ton of great bosses after the consolidation, but we were really, really lucky that he was the colonel when it took place. He did a really, really, really good job of keeping things in order. I'd like to thank him personally for that. There were a few other guys that I worked for that were pretty good bosses too. John DeFavo was another good boss that I worked for, and there were a few others along the way too that were awesome. I think I always wanted to be a mounted cop. I think it has something back, from when I was a little kid. There was just something about just seeing a policeman on a horse. I spent a lot of time, as a kid watching westerns, and you would just see certain things, and there was just something, Roy Rogers, Rex Trailer, there was just something spectacular about that and impressive about it. When I was up on the horse, I could deal with crowds a lot better. I get kind of anxious sometimes when I'm down in a crowd, but when I was up on the horse, I was able to see what was going on a lot better. So I think it helped deal with me being any type of anxious. I was a lot calmer when I was up on the horse, because I could see so much better on things that were going on. Plus, the people can see. If we're trying to give directions and stuff to move people, it's amazing how easy it is to to get them to. They would use us up at Foxborough Stadium before and after the games to try to move the crowds, and also they would use us at the Esplanade, and dealing with the crowds in there. And they did have to use us at the presidential debates for Gore and Bush, and that did go bad for a few minutes, and the horses were able to restore order. And we did have to do a couple of deployments during the debate in various spots along the protest lines to get the protesters to get back on the other side of the lines. I was with one spot where they came over. We were near Major Jamroz at the time, and basically they were told, if you come over, you're going to be subject to arrest.